Conductor. Conductor. The conductor of the concert grabbed his stick. The conductor of the concert grabbed his stick. Blonde. Blonde. She has straight blonde hair. She has straight blonde hair. Solution. Solution. I don't have a solution for the decrease in population. I don't have a solution for the decrease in population. Risky. Risky. Staying in the woods at night is too risky. Staying in the woods at night is too risky. Downtown. Downtown. There is a new movie theater downtown. There is a new movie theater downtown. Either. Either. Either Minsu or Jenny come over here. Either Minsu or Jenny come over here. Smooth. Smooth. The surface of the stone is as smooth as leather. The surface of the stone is as smooth as leather. Blink. Blink. The light of the lighthouse blinked in the dark. The light of the lighthouse blinked in the dark. Pond. Pond. There is a carp and a goldfish in this pond. There is a carp and a goldfish in this pond. Lock. Lock. I installed a strong lock on the front door. I installed a strong lock on the front door. Ghost. Ghost. It is rumored that ghosts haunt this house. It is rumored that ghosts haunt this house. Queer. Queer. He roamed the town in queer clothes. He roamed the town in queer clothes. Advantage. Advantage. She has both advantages and disadvantages. She has both advantages and disadvantages. Advise. Advise. The doctor advised me to exercise. The doctor advised me to exercise. Explode. Explode. The bomb exploded at the factory. The bomb exploded at the factory. Billion. Billion. The current world population is 6 billion. The current world population is 6 billion. Minimum. Minimum. He sells meat at a minimum price. He sells meat at a minimum price. According. According. According to the news, it will rain tomorrow. According to the news, it will rain tomorrow. Exercise. Exercise. After intense exercise, my forehead became sweaty. After intense exercise, my forehead became sweaty. Rainfall. Rainfall. Poor rainfall made the ground dry like a desert. Poor rainfall made the ground dry like a desert. Campaign. Campaign. The candidate's campaign speech was impressive. The candidate's campaign speech was impressive. Holder. Holder. She's the world record holder for 100 meters. She's the world record holder for 100 meters. Sheet. Sheet. I need a sheet of paper to draw a portrait. I need a sheet of paper to draw a portrait. Breathe. Breathe. People cannot breathe underwater. People cannot breathe underwater. Generous. Generous. She is a generous lady to her neighbors. She is a generous lady to her neighbors. Agent. Agent. A travel agent made a hotel reservation. A travel agent made a hotel reservation. Ideal. Ideal. This is the ideal place for a summer vacation. This is the ideal place for a summer vacation. Yank. Yank. Ichigo yanked at Lukia's sleeve strongly. Ichigo yanked at Lukia's sleeve strongly.
Survival. Survival.
The hope of survival is gradually diminishing. The hope of survival is gradually diminishing.
Fever. Fever.
She has a slight fever because of her cold. She has a slight fever because of her cold.
Divide. Divide.
I divided the watermelon into 8 pieces. I divided the watermelon into 8 pieces.
Bother. Bother.
He bothered the weak kids at school. He bothered the weak kids at school.
Deliver. Deliver.
The mailman is delivering letters. The mailman is delivering letters.
Less. Less.
She sleeps less than 8 hours a day. She sleeps less than 8 hours a day.
October. October.
Hangul Day is a holiday on October 9th. Hangul Day is a holiday on October 9th.
So. So.
Why do you look so tired today? Why do you look so tired today?
Employ. Employ.
The company employed her as a secretary. The company employed her as a secretary.
Countryside. Countryside.
He moved to the city from the countryside. He moved to the city from the countryside.
Cartoon. Cartoon.
Conan is a famous cartoon character. Conan is a famous cartoon character.
Loss. Loss.
I jump rope for weight loss. I jump rope for weight loss.
Kindle. Kindle.
I brought a match to kindle firewood. I brought a match to kindle firewood.
Positive. Positive.
He showed a positive response to the proposal. He showed a positive response to the proposal.
Detach. Detach.
I detached the creepy insect from my arm. I detached the creepy insect from my arm.
Entry. Entry.
The museum receives money for the entry fee. The museum receives money for the entry fee.
Luggage. Luggage.
The customs officer checked the luggage. The customs officer checked the luggage.
Spanish. Spanish.
He is a Spanish man from Spain. He is a Spanish man from Spain.
Scale. Scale.
She measured the amount of flour on a scale. She measured the amount of flour on a scale.
Eyelid. Eyelid.
I am so sleepy that my eyelids are really heavy. I am so sleepy that my eyelids are really heavy.
Tough. Tough.
He overcame the tough time of unemployment. He overcame the tough time of unemployment.
Cloth. Cloth.
She covered the table with a white cloth. She covered the table with a white cloth.
Gossip. Gossip.
Some bad gossip about her is going around. Some bad gossip about her is going around.
Textbook. Textbook.
Some schools use the same textbook. Some schools use the same textbook.
Hurt. Hurt.
Her rejection hurt his heart. Her rejection hurt his heart.
Rival. Rival.
Jiho is a close friend and a rival of Minsu. Jiho is a close friend and a rival of Minsu.
Discussion. Discussion.
They had a heated discussion until dawn. They had a heated discussion until dawn.
Surprising. Surprising.
His victory was the surprising news. His victory was the surprising news.
Guideline. Guideline.
The teacher explained the guidelines for camping. The teacher explained the guidelines for camping.
Cooker. Cooker.
He bought a cooker to keep rice warm. He bought a cooker to keep rice warm.
Costume. Costume.
She wore hanbok, a traditional costume. She wore hanbok, a traditional costume.
Include. Include.
The price of the product includes tax. The price of the product includes tax.
Treasure. Treasure.
Luffy started sailing to Treasure Island. Luffy started sailing to Treasure Island.
Common. Common.
Kim is a common surname in Korea. Kim is a common surname in Korea.
Doorway. Doorway.
Don't stack things around the doorway. Don't stack things around the doorway.
Hero. Hero.
Superman can be a hero's origin. Superman can be a hero's origin.
Spend. Spend.
He saved his salary before he spent it. He saved his salary before he spent it.
Fancy. Fancy.
I can't fancy him as a president. I can't fancy him as a president.
Imitate. Imitate.
She imitated a picture of a famous painter. She imitated a picture of a famous painter.
Directly. Directly.
This train goes directly to Busan Station. This train goes directly to Busan Station.
Badly. Badly.
He wants to meet a celebrity badly. He wants to meet a celebrity badly.
Vote. Vote.
The candidate persuaded her to vote. The candidate persuaded her to vote.
Highway. Highway.
This town needs the construction of a highway. This town needs the construction of a highway.
Object. Object.
This microscope magnifies the object 10 times. This microscope magnifies the object 10 times.
Effect. Effect.
This drug has little effect on cancer. This drug has little effect on cancer.
Fare. Fare.
The basic bus fare for adults is 1,500 won. The basic bus fare for adults is 1,500 won.
Conversation. Conversation.
The purpose of learning English is for conversation. The purpose of learning English is for conversation.
Whenever. Whenever.
Whenever you have a question, call me. Whenever you have a question, call me.
Counsel. Counsel.
He counseled the professor about the career. He counseled the professor about the career.
Jail. Jail.
This morning, the prisoners escaped from the jail. This morning, the prisoners escaped from the jail.
Focus. Focus.
She turned off the TV to focus on studying. She turned off the TV to focus on studying.
Bar. Bar.
A strong man bent a bar of iron. A strong man bent a bar of iron.
Rubble. Rubble.
The explosion left the house in complete rubble. The explosion left the house in complete rubble.
Electricity. Electricity.
Pikachu uses electricity as a weapon. Pikachu uses electricity as a weapon.
Crack. Crack.
Water came out of a crack of the dam. Water came out of a crack of the dam.
Break. Break.
He stepped on the car's brake suddenly. He stepped on the car's brake suddenly.
Drug, drug.
You'll get better soon if you take this drug. You'll get better soon if you take this drug.
Arrival, arrival.
The passengers waited for the arrival of the plane. The passengers waited for the arrival of the plane.
Judge, judge.
The judge sentenced the criminal to death. The judge sentenced the criminal to death.
Skid, skid.
The truck started skidding downhill. The truck started skidding downhill.
Loudspeaker, loudspeaker.
I heard the announcement through a loudspeaker. I heard the announcement through a loudspeaker.
Photographer, photographer.
The photographer took pictures for the magazine. The photographer took pictures for the magazine.
Excited, excited.
He was excited about the entrance test results. He was excited about the entrance test results.
Childbirth, childbirth.
She felt severe pain during childbirth. She felt severe pain during childbirth.
Nightmare, nightmare.
I had a nightmare in which a ghost appeared. I had a nightmare in which a ghost appeared.
Strength, strength.
He envied the youth's strength. He envied the youth's strength.
Flame, flame.
When the gas meets the flame, it explodes. When the gas meets the flame, it explodes.
Voyage, voyage.
The destination of this voyage is Jeju Island. The destination of this voyage is Jeju Island.
Mistake, mistake.
She got on the wrong bus by mistake. She got on the wrong bus by mistake. Pressure, pressure. A human being feels much pressure underwater. A human being feels much pressure underwater.
Reveal, reveal.
The informant refused to reveal the name. The informant refused to reveal the name.
Fountain, fountain.
The water from the fountain soared high in the sky. The water from the fountain soared high in the sky.
Universal, universal.
I think music is a universal language. I think music is a universal language.
Kidney, kidney.
He can't pee because of a kidney problem. He can't pee because of a kidney problem.
Journey, journey.
She saw a queer animal during the journey. She saw a queer animal during the journey.
Chat, chat.
He kept chatting with his neighbor during class. He kept chatting with his neighbor during class.
Upstairs, upstairs.
The children are playing around upstairs. The children are playing around upstairs.
Instant, instant.
We made an instant attack on the terrorists. We made an instant attack on the terrorists.
Arms, arms.
Soldiers were equipped with arms like rifles. Soldiers were equipped with arms like rifles.
Sometime, sometime.
She wants to go to Europe sometime. She wants to go to Europe sometime.
Wealth, wealth.
He bragged about his enormous wealth. He bragged about his enormous wealth.
Charm, charm.
She is a career woman with a great deal of charm. She is a career woman with a great deal of charm.
Then.
She is 2 years younger than her brother. She is 2 years younger than her brother.
Bump, bump.
I bumped into a stranger on the street. I bumped into a stranger on the street.
Upside down. Upside down.
The bat was hanging upside down from the ceiling. The bat was hanging upside down from the ceiling.
Somewhere. Somewhere.
She hid treasures somewhere. She hid treasures somewhere.
Wit. Wit.
He is a businessman with plenty of wit and humor. He is a businessman with plenty of wit and humor.
Effort. Effort.
I made a lot of money through painstaking effort. I made a lot of money through painstaking effort.
Hollow. Hollow.
Bamboo is hollow but strong. Bamboo is hollow but strong.
Footstep. Footstep.
The snowman left footsteps on the snow. The snowman left footsteps on the snow.
Frankly. Frankly.
Frankly speaking, I hate you. Frankly speaking, I hate you.
Birth. Birth.
Birth and death are the laws of nature. Birth and death are the laws of nature.
Custom. Custom.
After a wedding, a honeymoon is a common custom. After a wedding, a honeymoon is a common custom.
Grammar. Grammar.
Minsu is fluent in English grammar. Minsu is fluent in English grammar.
Freshman. Freshman.
He became a freshman in university this year. He became a freshman in university this year.
Structure. Structure.
The structure of the building is a triangle. The structure of the building is a triangle.
Shrug. Shrug.
He shrugged his shoulders at embarrassing questions. He shrugged his shoulders at embarrassing questions.
Guilty. Guilty.
Is the suspect innocent or guilty? Is the suspect innocent or guilty?
Engage. Engage.
I was engaged in medical research. I was engaged in medical research.
Graze. Graze.
Sheep and lambs are grazing on the fields. Sheep and lambs are grazing on the fields.
Tame. Tame.
A dog is a tame animal. A dog is a tame animal.
Shelf. Shelf.
She keeps the books she read on the shelf. She keeps the books she read on the shelf.
Truth. Truth.
The criminal was forced to confess the truth. The criminal was forced to confess the truth.
Furniture. Furniture.
He bought new furniture while moving. He bought new furniture while moving.
Gun. Gun.
The police officer pointed the gun at the criminal. The police officer pointed the gun at the criminal.
Journal. Journal.
The scientist subscribes to the International Journal. The scientist subscribes to the International Journal.
Traffic. Traffic.
The passerby witnessed a traffic accident yesterday. The passerby witnessed a traffic accident yesterday.
Terror. Terror.
I screamed in terror when the power suddenly went off. I screamed in terror when the power suddenly went off.
Repay. Repay.
The husband repaid his wife's sacrifice. The husband repaid his wife's sacrifice.
Newscast. Newscast.
There are many newscasts on the radio. There are many newscasts on the radio.
Lawn. Lawn.
He sprayed water on the lawn in the backyard. He sprayed water on the lawn in the backyard.
Relative. Relative.
My uncle is my only relative. My uncle is my only relative.
Couple. couple,
The couple has invested money in stocks. The couple has invested money in stocks.
fantastic, fantastic,
The movie is fantastic from beginning to end. The movie is fantastic from beginning to end.
dormitory, dormitory,
The dormitory of the school is cheap and safe. The dormitory of the school is cheap and safe.
part-time, part-time,
I worked part-time at a convenience store. I worked part-time at a convenience store.
neat, neat,
Her room is always neat and clean. Her room is always neat and clean.
tonight, tonight,
I spent a wonderful time with her tonight. I spent a wonderful time with her tonight.
resemble, resemble,
His personality resembles his parents. His personality resembles his parents.
harmful, harmful,
Cigarette smoke is harmful to patients. Cigarette smoke is harmful to patients.
output, output,
We work to meet the daily output. We work to meet the daily output.
royal, royal,
The royal family has just gathered at the palace. The royal family has just gathered at the palace.
least, least,
At least 5 people died in this earthquake. At least 5 people died in this earthquake.
tongue, tongue,
In winter, my lips and tongue are dry. In winter, my lips and tongue are dry.
instead, instead,
Instead of me, Minsu answered the phone. Instead of me, Minsu answered the phone.
forecast, forecast,
He has not heard the weather forecast for today. He has not heard the weather forecast for today.
vow, vow,
The witness vowed to tell the truth. The witness vowed to tell the truth.
merchant, merchant,
The merchant sold the magic lamp to the magician. The merchant sold the magic lamp to the magician.
lick, lick,
The dog is licking the bone with his tongue. The dog is licking the bone with his tongue.
target, target,
The archer aimed the arrow at the target. The archer aimed the arrow at the target.
clash, clash,
2 cars clashed at the intersection. 2 cars clashed at the intersection.
swallow, swallow,
She swallowed the medicine without hesitation. She swallowed the medicine without hesitation.
suggestion, suggestion,
He accepted my suggestion. He accepted my suggestion.
below, below,
He dived below the surface of the water. He dived below the surface of the water.
goal, goal,
The company's goal is to export products abroad. The company's goal is to export products abroad.
couch, couch,
I slept on the couch after arguing with my wife. I slept on the couch after arguing with my wife.
retire, retire,
She will retire from the company next year. She will retire from the company next year.
astonish, astonish,
The rides in the amusement park astonished me. The rides in the amusement park astonished me.
American, American,
He is an American man from the United States. He is an American man from the United States.
rate, rate,
The birth rate of newborn babies decreased greatly. The birth rate of newborn babies decreased greatly.
booth, booth,
A big booth was set up for the exhibition. A big booth was set up for the exhibition.
Sentence. Sentence.
This sentence contains lowercase and uppercase. This sentence contains lowercase and uppercase.
Dime. Dime.
Put a dime in the vending machine and press the button. Put a dime in the vending machine and press the button.
Somewhat. Somewhat.
His opinion is somewhat different from mine. His opinion is somewhat different from mine.
Protection. Protection.
The zoo shut down early to protect the animal. The zoo shut down early to protect the animal.
Difficulty. Difficulty.
She answered the question without great difficulty. She answered the question without great difficulty.
Doubt. Doubt.
I don't doubt that he will succeed. I don't doubt that he will succeed.
Boss. Boss.
My boss promised me a raise in salary. My boss promised me a raise in salary.
Snowball. Snowball.
The children threw snowballs on the playground. The children threw snowballs on the playground.
Cheerful. Cheerful.
I was so cheerful today that I hummed a song. I was so cheerful today that I hummed a song.
Wrap. Wrap.
She wrapped the present in pretty paper. She wrapped the present in pretty paper.
November. November.
We each celebrate on November 11th. We each celebrate on November 11th.
Regularly. Regularly.
I regularly volunteered at a nursing home. I regularly volunteered at a nursing home.
Butterfly. Butterfly.
An ugly caterpillar grows into a butterfly. An ugly caterpillar grows into a butterfly.
Slip. Slip.
She slipped on the ice and hurt her arm. She slipped on the ice and hurt her arm.
Informal. Informal.
He offered to have an informal meeting. He offered to have an informal meeting.
Challenger. Challenger.
The champion will have a duel with the challenger. The champion will have a duel with the challenger.
Hood. Hood.
She wore a hood in her cloak on her head. She wore a hood in her cloak on her head.
Removal. Removal.
This chemical is used for stain removal. This chemical is used for stain removal.
Pharmacy. Pharmacy.
I bought medicine for my headache at the pharmacy. I bought medicine for my headache at the pharmacy.
Popular. Popular.
What is a popular song nowadays? What is a popular song nowadays?
String. String.
He tied up the box with a thick string. He tied up the box with a thick string.
July. July.
I sometimes confused June with July. I sometimes confused June with July.
Evolve. Evolve.
Animals, including humans, evolve. Animals, including humans, evolve.
Simply. Simply.
He simply didn't know the answer to the question. He simply didn't know the answer to the question.
Waken. Waken.
Never waken up a sleeping lion. Never waken up a sleeping lion.
Graduate. Graduate.
I will graduate from middle school next year. I will graduate from middle school next year.
Hunger. Hunger.
He stole the food because of his hunger. He stole the food because of his hunger.
Excel. Excel.
She excels much more than other students. She excels much more than other students.
Patriot. Patriot.
The patriot received a medal from the country. The patriot received a medal from the country.
control, control,
The government controls the price of products. The government controls the price of products.
elegant, elegant,
The Queen greeted guests with an elegant attitude. The Queen greeted guests with an elegant attitude.